Top on the news. National Orientation Agency sensitizes Nigerians in Cross River State on respect for the national anthem and national value charter. As the international community celebrates World Food Day with the theme, Right to Food for a Better Life, correspondent takes a look at food security and sufficiency in Nigeria. Plus, benefits of renewable clean source of energy, prospects for Cross River State. Details shortly. It's nice to have you on Nta Calabar News. I am Paul Abel. Now the news in details. World Food Day, observed every October 16, highlights the fight against hunger and malnutrition and was established by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization for equitable food access. In 2024, the theme, Right to Food for a Better Life, advocates for food as a fundamental human right, as correspondent takes a look at food security and sufficiency in Nigeria amidst increasing hunger in the land.
Food sufficiency and security entails availability, accessibility and affordability of food, which is gradually becoming a tall order in Nigeria and some parts of the world. At the onset of President Bola Tinubu administration, a state of emergency was declared on the sector, but there has not been much difference in the country, as most people complain of hunger due to low per capita income, unabated increase of prices of goods and services. What are some of the measures to adopt to create food sufficiency and security in the country?
The food system has to do with all the actors that have to make food available from the time of site selection to when it is consumed. So food security is just an aspect of it. However, we have also noticed that food security has to do with access to food, availability of food, and affordability of food. But you realize that people can be eating and still suffering from what we call hidden hunger. So what is even more important now is nutrition security, where people eat the right kind of food for an active life, not just food per se. In fact, in the last food summit in Rome, one of the key things that came up was innovative financing. And you also talk about private sector participation in the food industry. So with a more organized network, it will be easier for them to access credits. It will be easier for government to take them seriously. And if you have a private sector operator, people are safer when you come in a group than when you just come as an individual.
We look at the hunger that is prevalent in the land. And apart from the hunger that you see, there is also hidden hunger. So you attack all of this, with the measures that, or the attention that is required. So we need to drive these interventions, and then we need to get to the grassroots. And then we look at the voice of the women and the availability of land for women.
We should encourage more women to go into farming, because in the past, I think most people feel maybe farming is just for maybe the poor, those that are low down there. And in the state, their eyes are going to be opened, are going to be enlightened that farming is not just for the poor or or those that are right down there. We have gone past the era where we were looking at agriculture at the subsistence level. So it's now as a business.
World Food Day is celebrated on October 16 every year, which encourages action for the future of food, people, and the environment and awareness of hunger. Also, the day focuses on ensuring food safety, security, and granting access to proper nutrition and proper food.
We'll go for a commercial timeout now. The news will be back shortly. Please stay with us.
Are you looking for a secured environment with good parking space and a natural ambience? Then look no further. Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground has got you covered for marriages, parties, and all kinds of events. Have an event at Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground? You stand a chance to get a discounted rate for your event coverage. For bookings, please call Jane 0806 353 3069. Celebrate your events at Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground. Nta Calabar, the station for the people.
This is Two Smile Hotel and Suite, giving you the best of hospitalities under a well-secured environment with reliable power supply. Come, savor the aura of royal treatment. Let's pamper you for a while with exotic drinks from our exquisite bar, continental and African dishes in our homely restaurant. Classy and spacious rooms ensuing lasting comfort. We've got the luxury hosting you and your guests in Queensley Conferencing. Truly an indelible impression. To Smile, exclusive access to unique experience.
Nta Calabar presents Obiutube in collaboration with Apalak. Obiutube showing on Nta Calabar every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. For sponsorship, please call Serial 0813 676 7207 or Jen 0806 353 3069.
Good to have you back on the news. Now to the rest of the stories. In a bid to address the negative narrative and misconceptions surrounding the nation's values, the National Orientation Agency, NOA, in Cross River State is committed to reorientating Nigerians on core national values, which include promoting respect for the national anthem and other national symbols. The State Director, National Orientation Agency, Otu Ibo, during a press conference in Calabar, briefed journalists on the national sensitization campaign focusing on the national anthem and the national value charter. Oba Isent reports.
As a country rich in diverse cultural values, Nigeria is often wrongly portrayed in negative light. It is against this backdrop that the National Orientation Agency is devising innovative approaches to reinvigorating consciousness about national values and respect for national symbols.
Restoration of the dignity and standardization of national symbols, such as the national flag, the anthem, the pledge, and the coat of arms. Under this, the Council approved that A, the first stanza of the national anthem should be rendered at all official functions, while the three stanzas should be for special occasions. That the third stanza of the new national anthem be adopted as national prayer. The approval of the nationalization of cartoon content in Nigeria to break the dominance of foreign cartoons in the country and to promote our values.
The Director General of the agency, Lanre Issa, represented by Tessie Nalwe, highlights that the National Value Charter embodies shared national values, promote national unity, and encourages cultural reawakening. An initiative, she noted, is also aimed at instilling respect for national anthem and other national symbols, ultimately contributing to national integration.
The National Identity Project is a project we believe is value reorientation and reawakening to this consciousness of who we are and for us to build Nigerians before Nigeria. It becomes highly important to redirect all Nigerians, irrespective of class, ethnicity, and religion, to the ideals and values for which we were known and used to build our societies and institutions.
National Orientation Agency's effort signifies vital step towards fostering sense of unity and patriotism among Nigerians. In Calabar, Oba Hyacinth, NTA News.
Renewable energy is energy derived from natural sources that are replenished at a very high rate than are consumed, such as sunlight and wind. On the other hand, fossil fuels, including coal, oil, and gas, are non-renewable sources that take hundreds of millions of years to form. In this report, correspondent examines the benefits of renewable energy and how Cross River State can leverage on the opportunity.
Renewable energy is energy derived from natural sources, replenished at a higher rate than they are consumed, while fossil fuels including coal, oil, and gas are non-renewable sources as they take millions of years to form. The disadvantages of fossil fuel energy source, which is the mainstay of power and transportation globally, include carbonization of the environment leading to high rates of carbon emissions, greenhouse gas, and negative impact on the environment. On the other hand, some sources of renewable clean energy are wind, solar, hydro, ocean, biomass, and geothermal, as stakeholders speak on their domestication and benefits.
Even though the initial outlay is huge, we are advocating that government should make some initial investment that will bring down the cost. Cross River State government wants to blast the trail. We want to be an energy state.
We have a deal which we are putting together with partners such as Owando for electronic vehicles on one hand, and on the other hand for renewable energy, 50 megawatts of wind renewable energy.
We are very receptive and we're very ready. The electric vehicles, it's quite attractive. CNG and other components are also quite attractive. We're in the final stages of taking a final decision.
Most appropriate energy source that we need for today. Fossil energy has a lot of shortcomings.
There's going to be a development of even the rural setting. People are going to enjoy higher standard of living.
Of renewable energy, it will help us to reduce carbon emission, help us to reduce greenhouse effects.
It will help us a lot to live long. It will sustain the life of crops and plants and animals.
Then if you want to use generator, you know they have the sound, the noise pollution, environmental pollution, even the cost of fuel now. Is it easy to run generator? It is not. So if government will be able to sustain
vehicles, you try to change the engines into how they can use CNG, compressed natural gas.
They also raise concern over the technology of these sources of energy in Nigeria.
Is it going to be an imported technology that everything will be imported and transferred and make us consumers, or there is a local content angle whereby the local communities, the individuals, will be made to participate actively in the production chain?
The United Nations is at the forefront advocating in the fight against climate change and a speedy shift to renewable energy for a brighter and safe world.
Those are stories trending on our channel this day. Don't forget you can equally watch this newscast on various social media platforms of Nta Calabar. On behalf of the entire crew, I'm Paul Abel saying do have a wonderful day.